going on, guys? iRezi back again, and I'm bringing you guys another life story. Sorry I haven't really uploaded as frequently as I usually do lately, guys. I've just been a little bit down, but don't really worry about that. I kind of just want to bring you guys this life story because this is one crazy ass life story. I usually keep these crazy life stories for later on because right now I get really good support. I love it, but I don't get as much, so I usually keep the craziest life stories for when I get bigger, so that life story doesn't get wasted and it gets more support. So that's why I'm keeping these life stories. I've got a lot ahead of me, guys. I've had some crazy ass things happen to me in my life, and I'm gonna bring some really crazy ones. This is the time I stabbed myself, guys. I actually have stabbed myself. It wasn't like I didn't stab myself severely. Like, it wasn't to the point where I could have died. Well, it could have been, but it wasn't at the time because I reacted really quickly. But I'm gonna get started with the life story. But first, guys, I want to give a really quick shout out. I've been giving a lot of shout outs lately. I don't know why, but I want to give a really quick shout out to my cousin Vexor. His link will be down in the description. He's really close to 400 subscribers. I think he's like 700. Not 700. What am I talking about? 7 away. And I don't know. Maybe you guys could get him to 500. That'd be fucking crazy. Because he is a really underrated YouTuber. I love his videos, and I feel like he does really well. He just doesn't get the recognition that he deserves. So yeah, I want you guys to go subscribe to him down below in the description. Be sure to go like his videos and comment saying iRezi sent me. That'd be amazing. It'd make his day. So yeah, let's get started with the life story. So this happened 3 years ago. Yeah, about 3 years ago. I was 12 years old. I'm 15 now. And this happened when I lived at my old apartment complex. That really doesn't matter. That detail is unnecessary. I don't think you guys really care about that. But yeah. So I remember, oh yeah, there was this funny part in the life story. But yeah, so earlier that day, my grandpa, I was over at his house. I was just talking to my grandpa, chilling, and you guys know your grandpa. Mine was around the World War II times, and he was like in the army. He has like some bullet scars on his arm. It's actually fucking crazy. When I see them, they're pretty dope. You know, my grandpa, he's badass as fuck, just like me. I'm just saying. But yeah, so he gave me a pocket knife. I always wanted one, and I remember he gave me a pocket knife. I asked him for it. He had like a ton. He usually always kept them on him in his pocket and around him, just for like either when you're eating food or just like he just kept it around him. He was like a big pocket knife guy. Like, he loved them. Whenever we went to like I don't know, what was it, malls, he would always go to like certain stores that have pocket knives, just look around, browse them. And he gave me one that was like a starter one. It wasn't like a gigantic ass pocket knife that could slice people up to shreds. No, it was just like a tiny one. It was like a starter one, I guess you could say. It wasn't a really big one. It was one of those ones that had like scissors on the back, or like pull out ones. Like, it was like a handy pocket knife, or I don't know what it's called, but like there was a few more attachments on it rather than a knife. So I was like really happy. I was excited. He said that he thought that he trusted me. I guess, you know, you couldn't trust me with a knife. I was an idiot, worst person you could give a knife to. So he gave me the knife, and then after like a few hours, we stayed at my grandpa's house, my grandma and grandpa's house. We left. My mom brought me back home. I was at home. My brother was like, "Oh my god, that's sick." At the time, he was, I think, 4 and a half. I don't know. He was young, and I was pretty young too. So I remember he was building like a fake like playhouse out of cardboard boxes, and he wanted me to help him. I had the great idea, guys, the fucking amazing idea to use the pocket knife to cut up the cardboard boxes, right? Call me an idiot down in the comments below, because I am a fucking huge idiot, guys. I already know that. But yeah, so I don't know why I did this, but when I used the pocket knife, you guys should know this. When you're using a knife, always use the blade away from you, never towards you. I was cutting the box towards me, so like I was like cutting the box and towards like my leg, right? My leg was up. I was sitting in like imagine when you're proposing to a girl. I was sitting in that type of position with my one leg up and one on the floor, kneeling down, and the box was right beside me. I was cutting it. Within the split second, guys, my knife slipped out, and it went right towards me into my leg, my left leg. There's right above my kneecap, a little bit to the right, I think on my thigh, sort of. I don't know, is that my thigh? Yeah, I think that's my thigh. I'm not sure. No, it's not my thigh. My calf? I don't know. It's right above my kneecap, right above that area. I stabbed right into it. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, there was no pain. I didn't feel anything at all. It was weird as hell. It happened so quick. I remember, I knew that it stabbed me. I knew I got stabbed, and I was like, fuck. So I got up, guys. I ran to the bathroom. My mom was in the living room too, and she ran right behind me. I went to the bathroom. My first instinct, sat down on the toilet, guys. you wouldn't believe it, within 5 seconds of running to the bathroom and sitting down on the toilet, I pulled down my jeans and my leg, all you saw was blood. It was full red, guys. It was just full of blood. And I was shocked. I was lightheaded. I was about to faint. I told my brother, I yelled at him, I'm like, get me a bottle of water now. Like, I needed a bottle of water because I was about to faint. I was losing blood quick. And I remember my mom called my stepdad. My stepdad was out, and he came back. He rushed. No, he didn't. No, he wasn't there. He didn't even come back. He was far away. So my mom went downstairs. She was like, okay, we're gonna call a taxi. So this was like at the below of our apartment complex, and we sat on the benches outside, me and my mom. My brother came with us. And I remember one of my mom's friends was luckily sitting on that bench, guys. She came down while we were waiting for the taxi, and she was like, I'll drive you guys to the hospital. So after that, me, my mom, and her friend, she drove us to the hospital. I was actually sitting there in my boxers too, waiting for the taxi to come. Then her friend came. I was sitting there in my boxers because I couldn't have my leg, because I had to keep it elevated and shit so none of the blood would just spurt out. And it was crazy, guys. My fucking leg was full of blood. You could just see like a stab wound in my leg. And then yeah, so we went to the hospital. Then I sat there. They brought me in like immediately, so I wasn't losing blood. They gave me gauze. They put it on, and then they were like, okay, we're gonna stitch it up. They stitched up my cut. They used glue and stitching. I don't know why. They glued up the cut and then they put stitching around it. And then that was really about it. And then they told me to go home. And to this day, guys, when I look down at my leg, I could see... Oh yeah, I remember before they gave me the stitches, I saw my muscle. My muscle was poking out, guys. It was disgusting. You saw like... Oh man, it was just like a pulsating muscle just coming out of my leg. Oh man, it was bad. And there was a lot of blood. It was a crazy day. Fuck, man, I regret doing that, and I'm really scared of knives now to this day, guys, because of that day. It was crazy. But yeah, so that's what happened. And they stitched me up. I went home, and yeah, so I would show you guys a picture, but I don't want to. It's a bit like it's gross. It's just like fucked up. It's a scar. It was like you could still see it. But yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed this life story. It was long as hell. Yeah, I want you guys to go to subscribe to Vexor down below. Leave a like. Let's go for 200 likes for this life story. This was a pretty crazy one. Hopefully you all did enjoy. Leave a comment down below. Favorite this video. Share it to Twitter, Facebook, whatever you guys got. It helps a lot so you can get other people to see this video. And that's really about it, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.